It's Week 13 of the 2024 season. And up next, we've got Antonio Gibson. He burned the defense a week ago with 120 yards rushing. It's the Jets and the Dolphins. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 20 carries, 119 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, at Zach Wilson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
22 carries, 120 yards even.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And Thomas has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Cox. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Garoppolo now.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jets at 4-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Stephen Carter, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, Cox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Garoppolo's throw complete there to Beckham.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by OBJ.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. On now the Miami field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And that's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Garoppolo. He sets up the screen to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 44, Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Cox. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's got it to the 43 here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Quick throw, finding Dulcich. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 27, Garoppolo. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Wilson, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Got his man. It's Dulcich. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. An inside give to Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running those routes in the first half, he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
New York ready to go again offensively. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. A give up the middle to Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they put the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. As Akama, he's got it on the slant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Cox. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
The New York set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On on 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Again, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to get the lead up to 4. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They'll run with Gibson. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Garoppolo.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice little juke. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted in.
And now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Forced out to his left, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Gonzalez's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 11. A minute 53 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Garoppolo on first down.
Able to find Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Gibson again.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jets, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come